Hello, hello. Good morning, Unity San Francisco. Hi, Nelson. Good morning. We have reached our prelude, a little traveling music to get you upstairs or to get you grooving in your seat if you're in the room. Thank you for being on time. Seriously, thank you for being on time. We have a fun song, today. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble it whenever you're around. Ooh, baby, when I see your face, mellow as a month of May. Ooh, darling, I can't stand it when you look at me that way. Ooh, I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to tremble it whenever you're around. Ooh, darling, when you're near me and you tenderly call my name, something I just can't tame. I just got to have you, baby. Yeah. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down. I feel the sky tumbling down. I just lose control down to my very soul. I get hot and cold all over, 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 all over. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling, tumbling, tumbling down. I feel the earth move. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel the earth. Do you feel the earth move? I feel the earth move. I feel the sky tumbling down. I just lose control down to my very soul. I get hot and cold all over, all over, all over, all over, all tumbling down, tumbling down and tumbling down, tumbling down. Are we awake now? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am Misa Malone. I am the music minister here at Unity San Francisco, and it is my honor to introduce to you Sharon Shao for our celebration song.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know Every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you. And for once, never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or whether we are white or copper skinned. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth, and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Sharon Shaw! No, you keep that. I got this one. Thank you, Sharon. That was beautiful. Thank you. And did you catch that line? The rainstorm is my brother. So thank you. Huh? I don't have lights on me? Okay, sorry. I'm getting notes from from our minister of music here. This is a better spot. So hi, welcome on this rainy San Francisco day. We know it's a beautiful day in our consciousness. It's a beautiful day because we're all here together. Wherever you are across the country and across the world, we know that it's a beautiful day in your consciousness too, for we have come here to align ourselves, to lift ourselves, and to lift the planet. So as our music team gets in place again, I invite you to get comfortable, to let go of the driving and the rain, or if you're at home in your pajamas, to let go of having to get out of bed at the crack of 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and to be with us here, and to take a deep breath, to exhale, and to allow this music and these words to take us to a new place, a new understanding, a new you.
Called to be the glory on earth so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. I am the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We are called to be I am called to be a maker, be an instrument of peace. I am called to be a giver, of abundance I receive. I am called to be a prayer, living out the truth I seek. I am called to be everything. I am called to be the glory on earth so all might see the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. I'm the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We are called to be We are called to be the kindness, set the brokenhearted free. We are called to be forgiveness, where pain has run too deep. We are called to be compassion, be the wind beneath each wing. We are called to make communion, only then can we succeed. We are called to be a prayer, living out the truth we see. We are called to be everything. We are called to be the glory on earth so all might see the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. I'm the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We are called to be the glory on earth so all might see the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. I'm the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We are called to be We are called to be We are called to be
We're called to be one with each other, one with the very energy of the universe. For all of it is here for us. The rain, the sun, the earth, the trees, the planet itself, For we are the product of that divine energy, that force of creation that has bubbled up into this moment as this moment. And we step forward in truth, in knowing, in wholeness and understanding as we celebrate this day, knowing that all is in divine order, all is well. And we move forward, steadfast and with conviction, as we take the steps we need to take to make the world a better place for all. No exceptions, no exclusions. So right here in this moment, we breathe once again, and we know that all is well in our soul. And so it is. And so we let it be. Ashe. Amen.
So it is.
So it is.
Hi, Reverend Ken.
Thank you. For those of you who I haven't met, my name is Reverend Ken Daigle. I am the senior minister here. Hello to all of our people online, and given the brave souls here. I know there's a bunch more of you watching at home today. But for those of you who made it here, thank you. We have some great things in store for you in person, and thank you for all who've signed on online. This is our year of influence, meaning that we have named and claimed for this year that what we do, what we say, and what our actions are in the world have influence that positively affect the world. And there's a demonstration of it in this month's Unity magazine. So it just came out, and this is the March-April issue, right? And so if you haven't gotten yours yet, I'm sure it'll be mailed to you. It just got mailed to us this week. And I'd like to point out that on the bottom, the back page is Living My Truth with Unity by our very own Sean Kelly. Woo! And here he is. So Sean was asked to write an article for Unity magazine about his life expression, about how he got here to Unity, to be a Unity person. And we have these for sale on the front desk. They're $7 for regular people. If you're your first-time guest here, David will talk to you about that. They're free for first-time guests. So please take one. The rest of us pay to play. But if you want one, take one. It is just a really amazing magazine, and there's some great things that are going to happen for it this year. So I have a subscription to Unity magazine, and it's so honoring. Sean wrote an incredible story about his life's journey, and we're honored to share it.
Yes.
And he talks about Unity San Francisco, of course.
We're famous.
Yeah.
Unity San Francisco, and speaking of influence, we are not just in San Francisco. We are all over the globe. We have folks in Michigan, some board members from Michigan, and we've been viewed in Hong Kong, Germany, the UK, Africa.
Yeah.
So our influence continues to grow, and so there's so much of a power that we have to be good stewards of our environment, be good stewards of one another's hearts and love, and so that's our hope that you get to see that.
And one of the, next slide please, one of the challenges of that is we talk about being unapologetically inclusive here. And while that is true, we all have learning curves to go on, right? And so I got some feedback on the connection card last week from my talk, and I wanted to address it. It absolutely was valid feedback. I had a list of people whose, by the power of the commitment, had changed the world. And it was our founding fathers. It was Mahatma Gandhi. It was JFK. It was MLK. And someone pointed out to me on the connection card that we're all men. And I was like, oh, yeah, suffragettes. There's amazing women doing amazing things all the time. And that was a miss for me. And I want to acknowledge it right up front. I would have had to step out of the source material I was taking and examine it more deeply. And that is my commitment to being unapologetically inclusive and apologizing for when I miss the mark. Right?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. As none of us get it right 100% of the time. but that we are in the field and we're playing and we're trying, and that's where feedback really helps. So here we go again, stepping out on the ledge. It's also Black History Month. And so what we decided we wanted to do, and I talked to Misa about this in our staff meetings, is we wanted to highlight some Black theologians that have made a huge influence in the world, in our theology here at Unity, and to bring them to the forefront because they need to be understood. And so this week we're going to start with Howard Thurman. Howard Thurman is a powerhouse. He wrote a book called Jesus for the Disinherited, which was a massive, massive success. And when we were talking about it this morning, we were talking about, God, what a great theme for Unity San Francisco, right? Unity San Francisco for the disinherited, for those of us who have not fit into the normal theology and religious practices of the world and have come because we are sometimes marginalized, because sometimes we are excluded, and we come here to be celebrated and honored. This is Howard's legacy. He was a mentor to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was the leader of Howard University in their theology department. He wrote books and quotes, and this is one of the amazing things he said. See if this doesn't sound like something we took on, right? There is something in every one of you that waits and listens for the sound of the genuine in yourself. It is the only true guide you will ever have, right? So he was a mainline Protestant theologian, but that is so in line with everything that Unity teaches. You have direct connection to the divine in you, and the longing of your heart and your soul, the pull of your wisdom is God speaking to you and through you. And to step fully into that, today we celebrate Howard Thurman.
Oof, what a powerful message about the influence that we could have and what Howard had in terms of taking his stand and following his guide.
Yeah, he worked with Mahatma Gandhi, and he learned, and he and Mahatma Gandhi conspired for how to make the nonviolent movement happen here in the United States, and then he came back and worked with Dr. King. Oof. So powerful man that we should all know more about.
Absolutely, thank you. And to anchor this lesson about Howard Thurman, we have an affirmation that we can take with our own lives and use it and change the world. It goes like this: I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. Can we know this together?
I commit to creating a world of safety, equity, and equality. So it is.
Man. It is so good to see you all today. My name is David Montecalvo, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer here. And so it is my honor to kind of talk about some of the operations and the logistical things that we have in this thriving, vibrant community that we call Unity San Francisco. You know, we talked about staying connected to what our guide is, our inner guide. And so there's no greater way in which you can do that than by meditation. And lucky for all of us that we have a number of meditation opportunities here at Unity San Francisco. You can, on Sunday mornings, you can start the day by opening yourselves up to the sound and the beautiful vibration of life. Here in the room and online, we have a Sunday morning sound meditation that meets at 10:15 Pacific time. And then Monday through Friday, we have a midday meditation, which is available via Zoom, and our prayer chaplains lead that, and it's a great way to get the sustenance that you need no matter what is going on throughout your week. And then at any given time, we have on-demand Netflix meditations on our website at unitysf.com, unitysf.org, or our YouTube channel. So we hope you can join it. Within your bulletins, if you have not received a bulletin, you're in the room, please raise your hand. I left mine. Thank you. If you have not received one, please raise your hand, and one of our lovely ushers will bring you one. If you are online, Ryan's dropping a link in the chat. And within this bulletin, there's a spiritual connection card. And it is an opportunity for you, if you're a first-time guest or you've been coming for a long time, to please just fill that out and let us know that you're here. Reverend Ken holds all of the connection cards in prayer and intention throughout the week. And it's just a beautiful way in which you can, and we'll return to it later in the service, because then you can write your intentions for the message in the week ahead. If this is your first time visiting Unity San Francisco, if you are online or in the room, we are so grateful that you have chosen to spend your Sunday morning with us. Please let us know if it's your first time within that spiritual connection card. Again, there's one online as well. And we have a special gift for you. Reverend Ken's mentioned one of the Unity magazines, and we have some other gifts. So please see one of the ushers or myself or Reverend Ken, because we'd love to just give you a treat just to thank you. If you are viewing us on Livestream or YouTube, go ahead and go to our website, unitysf.com. Click the Zoom link, because in just a moment, we're going to have a chance to say hi to you here in the room. And so now I invite you to stand as you are willing and able in the room or at home while our lovely music team takes it away for our community song.
This is a song we learned last week. We're going to revisit I Claim a Blessing because it's a powerful message, yes? I'm sorry, Unity San Francisco, it's a powerful message, yes? Yes. All right, so we're going to revisit it until it's stuck in your head all week. All right, here we go. 2, 3, sing. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. Yes! In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred and power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine, break the shackles of my mind. Woo! In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Lift my thoughts to higher ground, knowing miracles are all around. Life is filled with opportunity. I know good is coming to me. Woo! In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. What do you claim? I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. Yeah. I claim a blessing. What do you claim? I claim it. Come on, sing it. I claim a blessing. I don't believe you. With conviction. I claim it. That blessing is yours. I claim it. I claim a blessing. I claim it. I claim a blessing. Yes, we have reached our time of meet and greet. Please greet your neighbor with a handshake, a hug, a fist bump, or a toe tap. Make sure you say hello to our online community. Happy Sunday! I claim a
Hi, everybody.
blessing.
Woohoo! Look at all of you online. Hi. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Francine. Hi, Tom. Wow, it's great to see you, Tom. Wonderful. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Cindy. Everybody, my sister's online. Cindy Daigle's online. Woo. Hi, Denise. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Danny. Hi, David. Judith. Joe Marie and Emmy. Hi, Ganilla. Hey. All right, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I've been gone for 6 months. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you all.
Hello, happy Sunday. Hi, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Sending hugs to all of you on a great, beautiful Sunday. All right.
Hello, hello. Where's everyone from?
It's so good to see you all. Hi, everybody. I am going to kick it over to Reverend Ken. We'll say hi later. You're in for a great service. Got such a great cast. All right. I think we're going to kick it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. If you didn't have a chance to hug everybody here or say hi to everybody in the Zoom room, I told you they were all online today. The Zoom room is packed. And if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to say hi to some people and interact with people, you can go on over to the Zoom room. So welcome. There'll be great hospitality for us in the room. Your reward for coming out today is some great food downstairs. And the... Thank you. Woo! For those of you at home, he said the reward for coming out is this service and being with each other, right? I'd add. So the Howard Thurman quote about that wisdom of our heart, right? The wisdom of longing in our heart. I know we have all experiences I have, that there is something that keeps pulling you or pushing you towards your ultimate goal and what you're really here to do on earth. When I was a kid, I thought it was the pull to be in show business. And I listened to it, and I followed it, and I had a career on stage and performing in some amazing plays, really, truly life-changing plays. As I got older and I listened more deeply, the call changed, but the truth is it stays the same. My call is to be with people and to help and illustrate and describe the spiritual journey we all have as human beings and as spiritual beings in this human experience, and to lift and elevate that for myself and for all of us. That call has led me from New Orleans to New York to San Francisco and now back across the world. What is your call? What is the thing that won't let go of you? That's what we're here to talk about today. That's what we're here to lift and to share. And Sharon Shao is going to lead us in one of my favorite songs, and my kids listen to it constantly. How Far I'll Go.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along. But the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See, the light as it shines on the sea is blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? Yes! See the line where the sky meets the sea and it calls me, but no one knows how far it goes. All the time wondering where I need to be is behind me. I'm on my own to worlds unknown. Every turn I take, every trail I track is a choice I make. Now I can't turn back from the great unknown where I go alone, where I long to be. As I light up the night and the sea, it calls me. And yes, I know that I can go. There's a moon in the sky and the wind is behind me. Soon I'll know how far I'll go.
Woo! Sharon Shaw, everyone. Woo. Thank you, Sharon. Woo. Whew. Yeah, that moved the earth. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that song by Lin-Manuel Miranda comes from the movie Moana, and it's about that longing of someone with privilege and responsibility to step outside the norm and to break through to something else. And we've been talking about it. We're in the middle of launching our book study today on living a committed life. This book by Lynn Twist, which is all about stepping out beyond what is normal, stepping out what is beyond what is expected, and to commit to something larger than yourself, to commit to something that truly makes a difference. Archimedes said over 2,000 years ago, "Give me a lever and a place to stand, and I will move the earth." Bold understanding of the laws of physics, of mathematics, of spirituality. That when, like we talked about last week, those people who take a stand for something greater than themselves and push against what is, create what could be, create what needs to be. The infinite potential that exists in each and every one of us, the infinite potential that exists in the very universe itself. There is nothing that we long for, nothing that we need, nothing that we desire to see manifest on earth and in this life that doesn't already exist. Because if we are longing for it and we can see it, it is there. It is ours to step out, to name it, and to claim it, and to let people come with us to be the leader that the world needs at this moment. We all know that here in our country, there's lots of people who will follow. They will follow people off the edge of a cliff. They will follow people into things that lead to death and destruction. Myself have followed the crowd into pain and misery. I am not immune from this. And in fact, it has been some of my greatest spiritual teachings. It's come from that stumble, that fall, that mistake. Because mistakes are only here to point us in the right direction. They are a sign, an opportunity for us to realize this isn't my course. I actually need to go somewhere else, to lift my being and my thoughts and my attention to something higher and greater. And so as I started a few minutes ago, what is that you keep hearing the call for? Doesn't matter if you're 5 or 50 or 85, right? That call is here because it is in you and needs to be seen in the world. Now, it's really easy, and I know I do it all the time, to get complacent in our routines. I've got to take care of the kids. I've got to go grocery shopping. I have to do this job. I have to come here. I have to do this. I have to clean the house. I have to do the laundry. And those things we have to do become the blocks to what we're really here to do. You know, when I was getting sober some 20-something years ago and in rehab, they would teach you the first thing you do in the morning is make your bed. And my husband will make the bed before I get out of it if I don't stop him, right? But I also ask, like, does anyone here care that my bed is made or not? If I'm here, right? I was like, is it the most important thing that happened in the day? Now, for JD, it is most important that the bed gets made. Is it made, honey? You see? It's like I married well, so I don't have to make the bed. I got here, and I'm ready to do this talk. Someone else is making the bed for me. Now, I do the grocery shopping. So we all have these trade-offs we do in life for how we get things done, because there's something bigger that we're here for. There's something more important. And Lynn talked about it so well when she was here a couple weeks ago, but it comes again from Howard Thurman. We are all just sharing the wisdom that has been passed down. Howard says it this way: don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, because what the world needs is more people who have come alive. Right? What the world needs is more people who are living out their true passion, their true goals, their true desires. And yes, we need people to be committed and passionate and powerful and steadfast in their determination. In her book, Lynn talks about it this way: taking a stand is a way of living and being that draws on a place within yourself that is at the very heart of who you are. She has lived it for decades, as she shared with us 2 weeks ago. First, in the Hunger Project. When she was working in the Hunger Project in the 70s and 80s, she was called to the Horn of Africa in 1984 and 85. There was a massive famine in Ethiopia. You may remember to have heard about it because of the World Aid Concert and all the world musicians that came together and did a live broadcast concert around the globe that raised $127 million for that famine and to end it, to provide food aid. But soon after that concert and that famine was over, Lynn was called to the Horn of Africa, to the Rift Valley, and she found herself sitting around a dry well with 7 women from that village in Africa, all of whom had lost all of their children to starvation. And one by one, these women told the story of each of their children's death. The oldest woman in the group had 11 children who all died of our starvation. I can't imagine one death of a child, much less living through 11 of them. So these women, one at a time, with Lynn in the circle, told the stories of how each of the children died. And they called their names: Muhammad, Maleki. And they told the stories of their lives. They cried and moaned and wailed, and then they told the next story and the next story So the last woman who spoke told the story of losing all of her children as she was nursing her infant. But she had no milk left because she had not had water for 7 days. And when the nursing stopped, she looked down, and the baby, the infant, had died on her breast. Lynn said she sat there devastated. It took 5 days to tell all the stories. And then at the end, a miracle happened. These women who were now destined to live their lives as childless mothers in Ethiopia, a very tough place to be, made a commitment. They took a stand that they were going to do everything they could to educate themselves and to live a vibrant life so that no other mother would live through the hell that they lived through. Now, not a single one of them could read or write, but they made a commitment, they made a stand that moment to get educated and to make a difference in the world. And when they did, out of their collective grief and their unimaginable sorrow and pain, they found a new commitment. They found a way forward. I'm sure not a single one of them knew how they would do that. When we make commitments, we can't see the road ahead. We just know that the longing of our heart tells us there's got to be something bigger than this, some reason that I'm still here after all of this. Lynn said she left Ethiopia and several days later found herself on Fifth Avenue in New York in a palatial apartment surrounded by rich women who had started an investment club. All their husbands were Wall Street bankers, and they wanted to find some way to make investments in improving the world. Ironically, there were 7 of them sitting around in this luxurious Fifth Avenue apartment, and they wanted to talk about how they could make a difference. And all Lynn could do was cry and tell the story of the 7 women in Africa. And at the end, she said to them, well, there's 7 of them, and there's 7 of you. Maybe you guys could do something together. And the women in that Fifth Avenue apartment had all the resources they need, but they were also hungry. They were starving for purpose and meaning in their life, besides how much they could accumulate and how wealthy they could be. So they made a commitment to stand that day too, to work with the women of Ethiopia and see how they could shift the situation. So they flew to Ethiopia. They started foundations, and they met with them, and they asked, and they grew together as mothers and as sisters. Of those women in Africa, 3 of them got PhDs. One, yes, from illiterate to PhD. From those women, one of them started a global company that helps in health matters in Ethiopia. Another one became a lawyer and leads the largest law firm in Ethiopia addressing the needs of women and the rights of women in Ethiopia. They changed their lives, and it wasn't a smooth transition. The women of the United States, the women of New York who came and they went through their own journey too, because this took years and years of interaction. They brought their kids who were transformed also as from haughty and entitled to compassionate and more open to the complexity and the beauty of the world. They went through their own struggles with divorce and disease and death and life's pains, because money does not inoculate any of us from those things, right? The women of Ethiopia taught the women of New York The women of New York gave from their ample resources to help the women of Ethiopia, and they formed a bond that changed them both, a stand that moved them beyond where they were. Now, all of us have a relationship with money, have a relationship with wealth on the planet. And we may feel like we didn't get our fair share. We may feel that there's not enough. We may call people rich, entitled, one-percenters. We may call people poor. We may call people lacking in resources. But that's not true. We cannot be reduced to our financial situation. We cannot be subjugated or labeled just because of some monetary amount that we may have inherited or disinherited. We cannot be confined to these labels of the world. They are not poor people. There are not rich people. All have adequate resources. We all have everything we need to survive. If those 7 women, and God knows they represent a lot more because 1 million people died in that famine. If those 7 women could find the strength to get up and say, I am going to change my life and change the world so this does not happen to another mother, then we all can stand up and say, I will take a stand for what is most important to me. I will take a stand so that the world is different than I inherited it. I will take a stand so that we can create something together and move the mountain. Those women in New York and Ethiopia are an example of true commitment and true power. It makes me embarrassed of the things I complain about. Embarrassed for the things I take so personally that are just not personal. So I get to take this moment and breathe into, there are people on the planet all the time who never make the news, who never make it into our consciousness, who are doing monumentally miraculous work. Monumentally miraculous. And I want to join them. I want to follow them. I want to mimic them and be my own unique version of themselves. Because there is no lack of need, as Howard Thurman showed us. What we don't need is ask what the world needs. We ask to know what makes us come alive. What makes us wake up to say, I am still alive. I am here. What am I supposed to be doing? I've shared with you before, but many of you may not have heard it. In 1989, or some of you are new, so you might not have heard it. In 1989, I was diagnosed as HIV positive, when there was no cure, nothing to be able to save my life, supposedly. And it was, at that point, a death sentence. But I am here, some 35 years later now, 35 years later, never being sick and living a full life, filled with opportunities to serve, filled with opportunities to connect, filled with opportunities to allow something new to happen. So I am still here. So what am I supposed to be doing it? What am I supposed to be doing with this? Lynn, in her book, talks about taking a stand for something larger than yourself. But she differentiates taking a stand and taking a position. A stand, she talks about, has vision, has purpose. A stand is something that is large. And vision, I like to think about, vision is what you do when you close your eyes. When you stop pretending you actually are seeing things accurately. We don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are. So when we close our eyes and imagine and see with our mind's eye, we can actually vision what is possible. And that kind of visioning allows us to take a stand for something that has never existed on the planet before, something that is new and that only we can bring to the planet. Whereas we take a position, we're taking a side. We're taking a side of, you're looking at me from this side of my face, and really this is the better side of my face. So I like you to all see it. Or you're taking a position from where the band sits, and it's a whole, right? Why does Ken never look at me, right? Both positions are valid, but they're not the whole picture. So when we can get off of our positions, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't vote that way. They shouldn't say that. And come to our stand. I stand for compassion. I stand for equality. I stand for justice for all. I stand for equal rights. Then we can advocate and be larger than any one individual position. Because positions are what get us caught in the muck, right? Positions are valuable. Positions can be helpful to say, this is important. But when we can stand in a vision larger than ourselves, we shift the whole planet. We shift to something greater than us. Lynn talks about it this way. Her 5 commitments were to ending world hunger, were to creating a not happening to me, but a by me world. Sophia Century, the Pachamama Alliance. And that's it, I think. Did I say a 5? I'm missing one, but we'll have to take it to the book study to find the 5th one. When she made her 5 commitments, they came together in the overarching stand of her life, creating a world that works for everyone with no one and nothing left out, what she calls a you and me world. That story from her book about the women of Ethiopia and New York is a you and me world. It's the world that I want to create, to inhabit, to live into. So let's take that into our time of meditation. I invite you to get comfortable, to allow the chair to hold you again, to allow my words to become your words, to allow your words to amplify them, your thoughts to take flight, to allow Spirit to take over.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. Sometimes that is excruciatingly painful. Surrendering to what is. Surrendering to the pain that life sometimes delivers. But when we can surrender to the pain, it shifts, it moves, open with that infinitely small amount of possibility. I surrender to my greatest, highest good. I know all that has come before. I open to something that I cannot even quite understand. Something bigger than me. Something that is calling me from far away and from right within me. I surrender to the wholeness and the vitality that is the truth of my being. I surrender to the strength and the wisdom that has kept me on this planet right here and now. I surrender to the love that is everywhere present. Love is all. I feel the love. I move with love. I listen with compassion and connection. And I open my heart, my mind, and my hands and say, here I am. Use me. Sweet Spirit, lift me, shift me, use me. I listen in the silence. I let go of petty grievance. I let go of self-righteousness. I let go of judgment. I let go of fear. I let go of worry. I let go. And I let God. I let Spirit take me on a journey beyond my comprehension. I let Spirit take me to a new place, a new heaven and a new earth, right here and right now, as I surrender to the infinite good that lies ahead.
My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let Spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
Namaste.
So it is. Surrendering is simultaneously the most difficult but most fun thing you can do when it is connected to something that makes your heart come alive. I hope that you can rest into that. Earlier in the service, we mentioned the spiritual connection card, which if you're here in the room, it's on the back of in your bulletin. And if you're online, there's a link in the chat. And this is the part of the service where we've had some meditation time, we've heard a powerful message. Think about how you can internalize these spiritual practices to change and transform your life in the weeks ahead. It's on the spiritual connection card, but it's also within your bulletin to take home with you. The first is to notice what makes you come alive! Exclamation mark. What gets you going, sets your feet on fire, and just go and change the world. The next is to take a stand for something that is larger than myself, than yourself. That's where you get to surrender to something bigger, right? And then next is to lead so that others will partner with me. And then finally, turn those sorrows into purpose, into something bigger. What resonates most with you? Unity San Francisco, as you can tell, is a thriving, vibrant community. But it's only that way because people have given of their time, talent, and finances, their treasure. And so there are a number of ways in which you can volunteer to give of your time and your talent. We have a wonderful welcome team. So if you're interested in joining that, you can see me. We also have a hospitality team, which creates a beautiful way to form community through the gift of food and nourishment. And we have some other opportunities for prayer chaplaincy and other things throughout the year that we can give more info about. One of the ways in which you can promise or pledge with your finances is through our Promise Pledge program. And if you're in the room, we've been talking about it for a number of weeks. If you're in the room, there's some tall papers in front of you, cards. If you're online, there's a website that we have. And this is a way, as we are entering and developing 2024 and planning ahead for it, we can know our finances, and this is incredibly important just so we can know how to plan. So if there's anything that you're able to pledge, please let us know. We're incredibly grateful. And as the ushers are coming forward, now is the time in which we can collect our offering. And there's a number of ways in which you can give. You can scan the QR code. You can go on our website. You can give cash or check. Write in the envelope and the seat backs in front of you. Please write legibly. And we are incredibly grateful for your donation. And to anchor this donation, this offering, we have an affirmation. It goes like this. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. Let's know this together. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive. So it is.
And so it is. And we have a chant to anchor action over thoughts and prayers. Yes? Think it, pray it, be about it. It's called Thoughts and Prayers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, sing. It It's not enough to say that you're gonna do it. Meditate and pray your way through it. Put thoughts and prayers in action. Do a good deed. Thoughts and prayers in action. Be what the world needs. It's not enough to say that you're gonna do it. Meditate and pray your way through it. Put thoughts and prayers in action. Do a good deed. Thoughts and prayers in action. Be what the world needs. It's not enough to say that you're gonna do it. Meditate and pray your way through it. Put thoughts and prayers in action. Do a good deed. Thoughts and prayers in action. Be what the world needs. One more. It's not enough to say that you're gonna do it. Meditate and pray your way through it. Put thoughts and prayers in action. Do a good deed. Thoughts and prayers in action. Be what the world needs. Thoughts and prayers in action.
Hi there. Hi, this is Burke, everybody. Say hi to Burke. Hi, Burke. Hey. Dorian and Rosalie and Roma. So, hi. Oh, one more. Joshua's here too. Hi, Joshua. So, after that story, the preciousness of all of our children here with us, and I know that we all have different stories, and stories sometimes of tragedy and loss, and at the same moment, okay, I won't try and hold you, we have this opportunity he's going to go see his daddy. We have this opportunity to hold something bigger than our own personal lives, right? We get to hold this generation of children and the ones that are still here with us and make a difference in the world. So we have an affirmation that we talk about here, is that you are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. And we can hold that for the children here in the room, the children on the planet, and the children who have left the planet. For their lessons continue for all of us. Can we know this together? You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. And so it is. All right, guys. High five. High five. High five, Roma. Woo! Real connection. Thanks, Rosalie.
There are also opportunities to volunteer with the children's program. All right.
Yeah,
Reverend Ken, we are so excited because this amazing, powerful, practical book, we are going to be studying it throughout our community. Reverend Ken's study starts today.
Today at 1:30, right here in the sanctuary, and we'll be online and in the room. So if you didn't think you were going to stay, please stay. There are books downstairs. You can pick one up, and they're all signed by Lynn Twist. Yes. So, yeah.
So please see me to purchase those. I'm leading a book study on Wednesdays here at Mercury Cafe around the corner. That's at 12:30. Dave Cooperberg is leading one on Thursdays, and Reverend
That's
Elizabeth.
on Zoom. Dave's on Zoom,
Dave's
yeah.
is on Zoom, yes. And Reverend Elizabeth's doing one on Zoom on Fridays. And then Saturdays, Emmy from Michigan is, one of our board members from Michigan, is leading one. And that's for people on Eastern Standard Time, because we know.
Because it's 10 a.m. Eastern, which means 7 a.m. here.
On
but
a
if you're an
Saturday.
early bird riser and want to do it, I know my husband's doing that while I'm sleeping in the unmade bed.
Way to bring it back, too. So this is, and most importantly, these book studies are going to transform your lives, but it's also a way to make community. And so we've invited folks from outside of the Unity San Francisco, and so get to know one another in a deeper, more exciting way.
Yeah, you're going to love it. It's a great read and an easy read, so please come whether you've read the book or not. We will dive into it. I am heading home to New Orleans on the 17th for my mother's memorial service. So we are really blessed that, while I won't be here, Karen Drucker, not Reverend Karen Drucker, Karen Drucker, she wrote 2 of the songs you've heard today. She's written so many great Unity tunes, is going to come here and give the talk and lead the singing. And we'll have our regular singers here too, so you won't want to miss Karen Drucker. We haven't had to have her here physically in the space since COVID. I think she sang for us in COVID, but she has not been back here in the space since then. So it's really nice to have Karen back. Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting her.
Yeah.
Yes. Next, February 25th, we are having our annual town hall meeting. And this is an update on all logistical operational things that Unity San Francisco is planning for the year ahead. And so this is also another time in which we are going to induct our board members and thank our current board members who will be leaving. But then it's also an opportunity to vote for members who are part of the Unity San Francisco community. If you have not signed up for membership, please see me, please see our website. And it's also, we're asking previous members to also renew their membership.
Yeah. As part of our bylaws, you have to renew every year to stay a voting member. So we'll have forms available for you all to do that, and we'll have it on the website too. So you can just click and press and be done. And our spiritual connection groups.
Yes, again, we love to build community here, and so we have a number of opportunities in which you can connect with folks who have similar interests. Yes.
David leads the Gay Men's Spirituality group. That's on Wednesday nights, starting this Wednesday the 7th. Spiritually Feminine, Misa leads. And downtown, that's on Tuesday nights, right?
Yes.
Tuesday nights.
The 13th.
Yes, and so that's Tuesday here. Spiritual Healing, Dave leads, and that is online on February 28th. Is that correct? Transmasculine Spirituality, and that Sean leads that. That's online on February 29th. And the Knitting Group.
Yes.
Yahoo, that Cindy leads. That's the knitting as spiritual practice. And it is, right? So, and our prayer chaplains are here to pray with you. If there's something you want to pray with or about, they're here for you. You can send a request online, or you can wait and pray with the prayer chaplain here in the sanctuary after service. Please do. Our online spiritual salon will happen after service. One of our people will be leading the spiritual salon. And invite everybody to stop by and say hello to everybody in the Zoom room as you're leaving service today, to say hi to our online folks. And then after, if you want to stay from the Zoom room, the spiritual discussion group in Zoom room, you can stay and come to the hybrid book study with me at 1:30.
Yes, and please sign up for that on the website, because you'll get the link.
You'll get the link for it, right? If you sign up on the website, you'll get the link for each Zoom you're signing up for. Yes. So, and so if you're planning to attend more than one book study, you have to sign up for both. I invite you now, at home and here in the room, to stand up. And you feel that groove? I don't know how you're sitting still, because it's making me just wiggle.
No, you should.
Wide and open, my eyes can see. My mind is filled with knowing. My mind believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. My heart is clear and growing. My heart can see. My soul is full of knowing. My soul believes I am awake. I am awake. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light. Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. You
spiritual practices. I invite you, I'll say these once and I invite you to affirm them after me. I notice what makes my spirit makes me come alive. I'm sorry, I can't read it today. I notice what makes me come alive. I stand for something larger than myself.
I stand for something larger than myself.
I lead so others may partner with me.
I lead so others may partner with me.
And I turn my sorrows into purpose.
I turn my sorrows into purpose.
And so it is.
So it is.
Once you know where your freedom lies, you can't go back and close your eyes. The truth it cannot be denied. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. Yeah. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light. It's time now. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light.
Happy Sunday, everybody! Woo!
Once again. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
That's all we got.
Hey. All right. Great. Good to see you all. We got people coming through. Come on back over here. Come on.
It's so wonderful to see all your beautiful faces from San